When the days are cold and the cards all fold and the saints we see are all made of gold, when your dreams all fail and the ones we hail are the worst of all and the bloods run stale. I wanna hide the truth, I wanna shelter you, but with the beast inside, there's nowhere we can hide. No matter what we breed, we still are made of greed. This is my kingdom come, this is my kingdom come. When you pull my heat, look into my eyes, it's where my demons hide, it's where my demons hide. Don't get too close, it's dark inside, it's where my demons hide, it's where my demons hide. Curtains call, it's the last of all. When the lights fade out, all the sinners crawl. So they dug your grave and the masquerade will come calling out at the mess you made. Don't wanna let you down, but I am hellbound. Oh, this is all for you. Don't wanna hide the truth. No matter what we breed, we still are made of greed. This is my kingdom come, this is my kingdom come. When you pull my heat, look into my eyes, it's where my demons hide, it's where my demons hide. Don't get too close, it's dark inside, it's where my demons hide, it's where my demons hide. They say it's what you make, I say it's up to fate. It's woven in my soul, I need to let you go. Your eyes, they shine so bright, I wanna save that light. I can't escape this now, unless you show me how. When you pull my heat, look into my eyes, it's where my demons hide, it's where my demons hide. Don't get too close, it's dark inside, it's where my demons hide, it's where my demons hide.
And he fancies passing that Mercedes-Benz anytime soon, doesn't he?
Look how Rosberg's struggling there. We don't often see a pass on this part of the track. Round the chapel, there he goes. Max Verstappen moves into second place. What a move that was on Nico Rosberg.
Outrageous, closer.
DRS for Nico Rosberg. Max Verstappen has to cover him off. Going into Stowe. Saw him, I think saw him early. Covered him off at just the right moment.
That's moving twice, that is not on.
And round the outside of Stowe goes Nico Rosberg. He's got his own back and he's got his second place back.
under a pale blue sky. Never felt so cold. Another sleepless night. How could you ever let go? How do you recognize the dirty face of gold behind that crooked line where you never knew you'd go? Headed for the open door. Tell me what you're waiting for. Look across the great divide. Soon they're gonna hear the sound, the sound, the sound. We come running, never go where we belong. Echoes in the dead of dawn. Soon they're gonna know the sound, the sound, the sound. We come running. The sound, the sound, the sound. We come running. Headed for the open door. Tell me what you're waiting for. Look across the great divide. Soon they're gonna hear the sound, the sound, the sound. When we come running, never go where we belong. Echoes in the dead of dawn. Soon they're gonna know the sound, the sound, the sound. When we come running. The sound, the sound, the sound. When we come running. Days go by, feeling broken, tired. Remember, always remember. Headed for the open door. Tell me what you're waiting for. Look across the great divide. Soon they're gonna hear the sound, the sound, the sound. We come running. The sound, the sound, the sound. We come running. The sound, the sound, the sound. We come running.
Could well be the battle for the win.
So what's Verstappen going to try and do? Is he going to try and go around the outside? He's got his wheels on the dirt, gets away with it. How frustrated will Hamilton be now? Impressed with Perez there as Verstappen then goes around the outside of Kimi Räikkönen. Oh, here he's on the march. Bottas is boiling off the rear
There
wing.
goes Verstappen down the inside on Daniel Ricciardo into turns. Into turn one we go now. Daniel Ricciardo swoops round the right-hander, still behind his teammate. We're on the penultimate lap of this Chinese Grand Prix. Hamilton leads Vettel, leads Verstappen, leads Ricciardo, and Kimi Raikkonen is 4 seconds and gaining fast away from the... and wins the Chinese Grand Prix, and it's all square at the top of the Drivers' Championship. Verstappen's looking for his teammate, Daniel Ricciardo. Can Ricciardo afford one late lunch? Down the inside, he thought about it, and then he locked up. Verstappen third, Ricciardo fourth, and Kimi Raikkonen comes home. The hairpin from Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton on the inside, locking up brakes is four, just on the exit of 4. We saw Vettel going wide, didn't we? After he made his pit stop. But what happened here to Max Verstappen? Does that look like a brake failure to you, man?
Brakes failed.
Already, the track is clear. We can go racing again. Something's flown straight off one of the front wings as Verstappen tries to go round the outside of Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton just cuts him off. Verstappen has to stay in second place. Final chicane, they come at Bottas, and Verstappen is side to side as Hamilton leads across the line. Into turn one we go. Under braking Max Verstappen keeps that second place. Lock up there from Sebastian Vettel. Daniel Ricciardo. Let's have a little listen.
I just cut out.
He's absolutely... Oh dear, Max Verstappen, no! Oh, after such a good start, Verstappen pulls over to... Oh no.
Yeah, here we go again. Max, that is the Empress. I'm sorry about that.
Alonso was all in his mirrors, like just protecting himself, and then he gets the thump up the back. And Verstappen, having had the all-start, was also being very...
And we ride on board with Max Verstappen, limping.
Okay, Max, please pull over, stop the car.
Here's Vettel putting another move on Verstappen.
Is he close enough? Is he close enough? He's gaining, he's going down the inside. Sebastian Vettel through Starry. Has Vettel made that move on Verstappen? Steve Verstappen goes off the track. He's still just ahead. The crowd are loving this. Into the rail chicane we go. Vettel gets pushed on the track. Verstappen's on the track himself. And somehow the Dutch... Sebastian Vettel, Ferrari, trying the undercuts.
Red Bull need to do the best pit stop they're ever going to have done so far this year.
Something around the 2-second mark with a good driver stops on his mark. Tyres, a change soft tyre goes on, but that seems to be held for a little bit longer than they would have wanted. And is it quicker? There comes Sebastian Vettel now, and the Ferrari is ahead of Verstappen, and they've done it in the pit stop. The undercut has worked from Max Verstappen's cockpit.
He gets caught out by the Ferrari, has to brake earlier than what he thought he had to, and that's what put him on the back foot around the outside.
Is that who I think it was? Yes.
It's Vettel from Raikkonen back in the midfield. There goes Fernando Alonso on Carlos Sainz. Here comes Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton goes round the outside. Alonso goes round the outside. Bottas for Verstappen and Hamilton. And Alonso and Sainz really going for it. Verstappen has got Hamilton all over his tail. Can he slip down the inside? And Verstappen blocks him up. And watching at the rear of the Verstappen and Hamilton. What is happening to Max Verstappen?
Looks forward.
He is going through Eau Rouge at a fraction of the speed that you would normally expect. Parking up in front of the orange-banked grandstands, still shaking his head. It's another. The Ferrari's locked up ahead. He was forced out wide, and oh, that's how he came a cropper. Doesn't like what Felipe Massa did to him.
I think so. What is he doing?
Puncture and damage for him. It's lights out, away we go. Verstappen gets an excellent start. Sebastian Vettel needs to cover him up. Kimi Raikkonen on the inside. There's just no room for him at all.
Oh, God.
here.
With vibration, he said, to get up and running after that last virtual safety car. Max Verstappen will be all over him into the hip in under braking.
So watch this down to the hairpin now.
Am I allowed to give it everything? As long as you're sensible and you can take an opportunity, then yes.
Alonso moves out of the way. Hamilton gets past him, but Alonso then cuts in front of Max Verstappen, which is not what the Dutchman wanted, as Fernando Alonso helped out his form against one in Suzuka before. He has seen Sebastian Vettel retire from the race. Lewis Hamilton wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Max Verstappen Verstappen down the inside on Valtteri Bottas, who locks up once again. Bottas leaves the track once again, not for the first time this afternoon, but does manage by doing so to stay ahead of Verstappen. Now runs wide, now Verstappen can slide it down the inside of Verstappen up into fourth place. Now Max Verstappen, if Kimi is trying to hold him up, has got the opportunity, goes down out of 6 races in Austin. Verstappen is ahead of Kimi Räikkönen. Sebastian Vettel comes home to take second place. And it's lights out and away we go, and Vettel gets away very well indeed. Lewis Hamilton hot on his tail, and Max Verstappen tries to cover him off. Valtteri Bottas has Kimi Räikkönen for company. Verstappen breaks the toe, and now he's going wheel to wheel with Vettel. Hamilton's coming up on the outside as well. Vettel into turn 1, Verstappen round the outside, Hamilton in third place. Verstappen and Vettel touch once again, but this time Vettel picks up a little bit of damage as his front wing there touches. Max Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix for Red Bull. It is another victory. It is another superb drive for Max Verstappen. Verstappen, after running wide 3 laps ago, has caught the Mercedes and now passed him. Hamilton down into 5th, Verstappen up to 4th. Oh, Verstappen on the inside of Vettel, they have touched! That was inevitable from the moment Verstappen decided to go for it. Kimi Räikkönen has managed...
So Verstappen has 10-second penalty to be out at the end of the race. I think you posted on camera. Was worth it then.
Max Verstappen has now got past Lewis Hamilton. He's got a 10-second penalty still coming his way, but now he's got some clean... Ricciardo.
I think he's got it done this time, hasn't he? He's got to yield.
He's got to yield, but he didn't yield that much, and he's now going to come back at Ricciardo again. He's going to throw down the inside. Max Verstappen, Ricciardo has to give him space, or not from the first time this afternoon. The two Red Bulls would have come together. They've hit each other once. They could have hit... What do you do now? No team how Verstappen is starting to gain on Kimi Räikkönen as well, who thought about diving into the pits there. Verstappen got past him, and then Räikkönen stayed. They're on board now with Max Verstappen, the Williams in front of him. And there you go, Martin, front wing end plates on the left-hand side, look.
Make a picture on this straight.
Yeah, we've got it already, we've seen it. You've got end plate damage. Structurally, the wing is fine. So as long as you're happy with the balance, all good.
Okay, he's going to get away with it. Fortunately for him, the piece has obviously come off. There it goes.
The go here. Does he try it once again, or is he going to rely on the stewards to say, no, give it back? He's going to go for it, of course he is. He's Max Verstappen, down towards the chicane he goes. This time he's cut the chicane, but get this race going once again. Sebastian Vettel will get the jump. Watch Verstappen behind Bottas. Watch Bottas go as well. We are racing here in Montreal. Let's have Kevin Magnussen in the hat, making up a few places that he's got to give back. Hamilton, Verstappen, Sainz, Ricciardo. Ever stood on the top step of the podium here in the Red Bull ring, and for that matter, neither of his team, but for the team and for the man, the moment has come now. Max Verstappen wins the Austrian Grand Prix. Ferrari with Kimi Räikkönen ahead of Sebastian Vettel make up the other two podium places. For good measure, Räikkönen put the fastest lap of the race in on the very fast lap, and it's a new lap record as well.
Spot on, Max. Spot on, mate. That was excellent.
Yes! Oh, this feels... Oh, yes!
Parabolic, here we go.
No DRS for a couple of laps, but look at the extra grip back.
Well, what's happened to Verstappen?
Mate, no power, no power.
Yeah. Mode 1.
Mate, really?
Oh, not another power issue related problem. It's Max Verstappen.
Yeah, can I not just go and kill this engine blows up? Mate,
Okay. Good. Stop the car, please, on track, Max. Stop the car, please.
what turbo time it is, honestly.
DRS is now enabled. Here goes Verstappen along the Camel straight. Ocon is ahead, moves over to the right to defend. Coming down the inside is Max Verstappen, and he forces his way through. Esteban Ocon left in the Spaten's lead, sees the checkered flag, and wins the Belgian Grand Prix. Ferrari's first win here in this decade. Lewis Hamilton comes home to take the podium and second place. Verstappen, after retiring last year, delights the Dutch fans with a podium at Spa. Bottas makes
Our joker on that, so we won't be able to do that again. Just make sure you keep it clean at one.
up and then has to go over the speed bumps. He stays ahead.
No, don't worry about it. I gave him space. They're doing a great job in killing racing, honestly.
We have been given a 5-second penalty.
For what?
Don't worry about it.
Another first lap accident. It's Vettel and Verstappen down Red Bull Boulevard, go wheel to wheel. Sebastian Vettel ahead, and Max Verstappen just squeezes ahead of the Dutchman. Are triggering what they call the undercut here, stopping before the guy in front, getting a fresh set of tyres, going like the clappers on those fresh set of tyres, and it's the end of the race. Verstappen does pit. Kimi Räikkönen carries on. He leads the race. Daniel Ricciardo is second. It's soft compound tyres going on to the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. Will Vettel be ahead of Verstappen?
It's worked, surely. It's been such a slow pit out. What are they going to meet in the middle of turn 2?
And we've seen this come badly wrong in the past with Hülkenberg and Massa. This time around, the drivers avoid each other, and Max Verstappen retakes the place on Sebastian Vettel.
Yes.
Okay, focus now. Focus.
On with the top two.
It was double dangerous for Hamilton there, because if you've got two drivers fighting like crazy, sometimes they just don't notice you there.
Yeah, watch.
What are they doing?
Yeah, watch them out. They are racing.
For Lewis Hamilton, who extends his lead in the Drivers' Championship and wins the Singapore Grand Prix of Sebastian Vettel. Max Verstappen keeps up Red Bull's record of taking a podium here in Singapore in every year of the turbo hybrid era. Verstappen Verstappen, and he's got the Renault not just in his sights, but the Renault passed as well. Verstappen's dispatched of Sainz, and he's dispatched on it. Verstappen has got it. Verstappen now pulls out to the right-hand side of Ocon, under braking. Max Verstappen now moves up into 7th place. This is magnificent from Max Verstappen this afternoon.
The engine is so unbelievable.
Hamilton's day in Suzuka and Mercedes, with Max Verstappen challenging hard to the line, pick up a 1-2 finish as well. Hamilton beats Bottas, beats Verstappen. It is Lewis Hamilton's day in the land of the... Max Verstappen, who has got past Carlos Sainz, and he's now got past Nico Hülkenberg as well. And Verstappen up here for very much longer. He's pitting anyway. Verstappen, who passed one Ferrari on the inside, and it cost him last year, goes around the outside of the Ferrari this time to make sure there's going to be no trouble whatsoever. And he is up into 3rd place. Hamilton gets a better exit. Now, round turn 17, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen going wheel to wheel, and Verstappen on the better line, getting away from... tyres, has now got the slipstream as well, pulls out to the right-hand side of Kimi Räikkönen. They are going wheel to wheel here. Max Verstappen and Kimi Räikkönen. Verstappen ahead of Kimi Räikkönen a long way before turn 1, and even so, Sebastian Vettel pits, and it's a nice pit stop as well as Verstappen now crosses the line and retakes the lead of this race. Max Verstappen's smile will be beaming in Mexico this evening. Verstappen wins the Mexican Grand Prix. A decent slipstream behind Vettel, who's got DRS as well. He's going down the inside. It's Max Verstappen almost off the track and manages to squeeze past Sebastian Vettel, and he's up into 3rd place.
This is hugely significant for this Grand Prix. That car has got good...
Bottas locked up in the midfield. That's allowed Verstappen to get closer. Which way is he going to go? Left or right? Left or right? Down the left he goes. Bottas gives him room. Max Verstappen says thank you very much indeed. Gaining that advantage over Hamilton.
Well, you need to give me some info, because I've got these guys ahead of me that are pulling away.
Max Verstappen stops. It's the soft tyre. There was a little hesitation.
And Dawn as well. Moves over to the right-hand side of Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen looks in his mirrors. Don't know why he was doing that, because Hamilton was alongside and then was passed. And they do rather like that one. Max Verstappen now up into the lead. Hamilton's going to fight back and try and go around the outside of the Casino de Lago. Verstappen's got him covered off. Cross the line and win the Brazilian Grand Prix, his 50th.
Hey, I don't know what to say, mate. I do not know what to say about that.
Yeah, I know what to say. I hope I can't find him now in the paddock, because then he has...
And a great run down into turn 11.
But the inside line goes to Esteban Ocon, who cuts back in front of Verstappen again. Now Verstappen's got the inside line in, and will have to try again to get past.
That was personal, wasn't it? Between those two, it's going to get punchy, isn't it? Bottas got to stay completely left, make sure there's no space down there. That's what he's done, but once again, he's miles out of line now.
Oh, that's clever by Verstappen. He went very wide to the right-hand side, switched back, and he's put Valtteri Bottas off the track as well in squeezing his way past. They love that. that down. And car number 44 has really been the number one once again. He comes home to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and to crown a championship winning season with victory in the championship as well. Max Verstappen finishes on the podium. Who wins the Australian Grand Prix? And a Charles Leclerc by around about 5 seconds at the moment. And we'll see Hamilton cross the line as once again from pole position, it's only second for the 4th consecutive year. Hamilton finishes runner-up in Australia and Max Verstappen for the first time ever. Mercedes 2 stopping at the very least. There goes Valtteri Bottas on Max Verstappen. Don't forget Hamilton's on a brand new fastest lap of the race as well. Sebastian Vettel leads from Daniel Ricciardo. They haven't stopped yet in this race from Charles Leclerc. There goes Bottas once again on Verstappen. Goes a little bit wide, gets the overtake done. Bottas back ahead of the Red Bull. It's Honda power against Ferrari power, and it's DRS assisted now for Max Verstappen. And the wing wide open at the back. Can he get anywhere close? We've seen them come together last year as Verstappen dived down the inside. He's going for it again. He locks up, gets ahead of Vettel. Vettel tries to fight it back again, and he gets pushed wide. Max Verstappen into the dirt on the inside. Verstappen can't get ahead of Sebastian. Verstappen has come out at the same time. They very, very nearly touched as well. And Max Verstappen has a 5-second time penalty for an unsafe release.
We've got half the field all in one place, including the leaders trying to get through the back markers.
This is going to get a bit exciting now as Hamilton manages to lap last Stroll. He keeps out of the way of Max Verstappen as well. The car in front is a Williams of George Russell.
I don't know what you're thinking when you tip these tyres on, man. You need to hope for a miracle.
Road 7, when you're ready, road 7 to the end. Verstappen has been getting more power. You have overtaken available.
Oh, that's great news.
He's going to have a go. Lewis parks the car absolutely perfectly. Now Verstappen tries to switch back. That's super cool. Well, there was definite contact there as Verstappen sent one into the chicane to try and get past.
Yeah, just ends in trying to overtake.
Hamilton's now going to make it 3 victories around the streets of Monte Carlo and extend his lead at the top of the championship. Hamilton wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel and Valtteri Bottas cross the line, and with Max Verstappen's 5-second penalty, they will take their place on the Max Verstappen, after his pit stop, climbing back up through the field. We saw him get past Hulkenberg. He's now got past Ricciardo, and he's up into 5th. Verstappen.
Leclerc got himself a lovely slipstream. Verstappen didn't. He got hung out to dry basically, didn't he?
Yeah.
The 2 Mercedes and Leclerc went to the left-hand side and left Verstappen in his own airstream.
That's brilliant racing though, Leclerc and Verstappen there. So close, but not coming together. Look, Verstappen's a lot closer on this particular occasion. Old message, because I think he's got enough power, and he has. Into turn 3. That'll please the Dutch crowd here. Verstappen has Raikkonen in his sights towards turn 3. Under braking. Who's prepared to brake the latest? Max Verstappen is. Kimi Raikkonen didn't put up much of a fight for the second lap running. Verstappen makes the place at turn 3. firing absolutely crazy. If he can make this move and out of turn 3, now he's got a very good chance indeed. There's one car length in it as Verstappen goes round the outside again, and this time before the corner arrives, Max Verstappen is up into the podium positions, and they absolutely love that.
Oh, I'm losing power, guys.
Meanwhile in the cockpit, all is not well for Max Verstappen, losing power. Here he comes down towards turn 3. Is Verstappen going to go down the inside? Yes, he is, under braking. Max Verstappen manages to clear Valtteri Bottas. He started second in Verstappen. He was down towards position 3 in 2006. They're on the verge here of getting the lead in the Austrian Grand Prix as Verstappen goes down the inside once again. He's wheel to wheel with Charles Leclerc, and Verstappen comes out still alongside that Ferrari. Down towards turn 4. Verstappen gaining on the Ferrari. Switches early Verstappen. Late braking. Leclerc this time might just have to give way as he goes off the track. And when he comes back on, Max Verstappen has just sent Holland into raptures. He leads the Austrian Grand Prix. What a battle this has been. And it's cause for celebration once again. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 victories in Formula 1 for Max Verstappen. And this, number 6, was very much the best. Verstappen wins the Austrian Grand Prix, but a round of applause amidst all the hugs and celebrations at Red Bull for Charles Leclerc as well, who just couldn't fend off Verstappen in the end.
Oh, could have said that after that one. Great job, boys.
Supremely talented drivers, and they are giving it everything here. Here comes Verstappen again. He's almost pushed onto the grass. Somehow Leclerc stayed ahead, and I think Verstappen had to back off a little bit there because he was almost on the grass on the inside at Stowe. All the attacking on Leclerc. Now he's defending. They do touch wheels as Charles Leclerc barges his way through, and Max Verstappen hangs out round the outside to try and regain the place, which he does. Behind them, Carlos Sainz is now getting involved as well. How many more laps of action can Verstappen's going for it on Sebastian Vettel. He pulls out late once again, and he's got the job done. Going into Stowe, where Valtteri Bottas has pulled off some great moves. Oh no! Sebastian Vettel's gone into Max Verstappen, and under braking, he just couldn't slow down. And Vettel and Verstappen come together as Gasly and Leclerc go through. Red Bull have blinked first, and now this is going to be down to the crew once again to try and put in another world record pit stop.
Lewis, it's hammer time.
Lewis Hamilton has stopped and is away out into the fray once again. Comes Lewis Hamilton, and that gap is an awful lot bigger than it was a while ago. Hamilton just about see the race leader. So Hamilton once more right on the tail of that Red Bull and trying to hang on to the Red Bull around that corner. Ricciardo is about to be lapped, and Hamilton is gaining now on Verstappen. He's gaining. He manages to get round Ricciardo. Goes a long way round turn 1. Verstappen just about holds on, but now Hamilton is much closer as they head towards turn 2. Leader and second place almost wheel to wheel through that corner. Hamilton is Lewis Hamilton. I mentioned the tyres. Would they be able to survive till the end of the race? They're going to put the medium on Lewis Hamilton as well. Send it back.
I don't know how much tyres will be left at the end.
Doesn't matter, Lewis, just give it everything.
Striking distance in 6 laps. Oh dear, can they take it down at Red Bull? That gives us 2 laps where Hamilton might be able to go for it.
Tyres are dead.
Copy. And there is confirmation. Much fresher tyres. And now with a bang to the crowd and a packed Budapest, Hamilton chases down the main straight, pulls out to the right-hand side and makes his way round the long way and into the lead. Hamilton passes Verstappen for a ring. It is victory for Lewis Hamilton. He wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Max Verstappen started on pole, gets the fastest lap and probably a bigger cheer from the Orange Army here to roar him up. Going wheel to wheel with Leclerc, turn 1.
But there's you just gonna sit into my car.
That is Max Verstappen's contact with the Haas of Kevin Magnussen.
Right. We just turned in on me.
Go on for Lewis Hamilton.
Box, pick confirm, Max. Box, pick confirm.
Let's go down to Ted Kravitz as we can see.
It's the only choice they had. It's the only choice they had. They had a little bit of a gap. It's not much. Has it been hammer time? I can see Hamilton's.
So does Verstappen, the DRS there for Leclerc as he tries to lap Russell, who keeps out of the way. Verstappen dives down the inside on Charles Leclerc. Leclerc saw him coming. Verstappen broke that fraction later, and he manages to get past the Ferrari. For the Ferrari, he's going to give it a go, Charles Leclerc, and goes wheel to wheel with Verstappen and comes off worse. As a result, they might have touched going into that chicane, but Verstappen hangs on to second place. Leclerc gave it everything, but he didn't quite have enough. Lewis Hamilton has led every single lap of this race, had pole, has the fastest lap as well. It is Lewis Hamilton